everybody, it's Karen with Happiness is Homemade. Hope you all are having an awesome day. I just want to take this time right now to welcome any new subscribers and welcome back any returning. Thank you so much for being patient and coming back and watching. Thank you. It has been a while, so I'll go ahead and get right into it. Some of the items I don't have with me, so I'll just add in a picture right over here. Okay, and so let's see. The first thing is some scrunchies that I've made. I was watching Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches. Please go check her channel out. She's great. And she was talking about how easy it was to just single crochet onto the circle, and then you do 2 double crochets into the single crochet, and yeah, that's basically it. And so I used some fun fur scraps that I had, some pipsqueak yarn that I had. I'm trying to think of what else I did. But yeah, it's really good for scrap yarn, and I just tried to use colors that I knew that my girls would wear, and they love them, so it worked out really great. The next item, actually, I made for Amber at Ooh Aah Crochet. She is hosting a mail, and I sent her a box recently that had some of these cute little guys in them. Okay. I have a weird setup today, so if you see me looking off, I'm trying to see if I'm on focus or not. I had some audio issues, so this is like very frustrating today for me, but it's okay. So here we go. This is a worry pet. They were created for people with anxiety or sensory issues. That's what I was thinking of a word. So yeah, I made a couple of these and I put them in the box, and I believe I like attached a keychain to some of them. So go check that video out of her opening the box that I sent her. I also, yeah, so I'll continue on with the worry pets first. But yeah, so I will put a link. I'll put it right here. There we go. I will put a link in the description below that will have the website where you can get these and read more about these. It's a free pattern. Also, I think she does a tutorial on it. Okay, this one that I made actually is with Hobby Lobby's fun fur. I think it's like faux fur, and it's in zebra, so you can kind of see all the really cool zebra stripes and stuff. And then I have these like really cool sparkly blue eyes. And in the pattern, she does say how you can put weights in them, and yeah, I just put polyfill and like some scraps in the middle of them. So yeah, so go check that video out. And these are fun. I made them for all the kids in my house and the neighbors. Okay, so I also made some hats for her mail, and make a long and I basically went off of a sheet, trying to put my words together, sorry, a sheet that has like the crown diameter, the length of the hat, and like the size of the brim, so that way I could just work off of that and make hats with any kind of stitch that I decided. So some of the hats that I made for the make along, I also got the stitch from, I learned the stitch from Heather at the Unraveled Mitten. I hope that's her name. Heather at the Unraveled Mitten. She is putting out a scrap busting cowl right now, and I'm a part of that. So I think we're on block 16. I'm currently doing that. That's one of my whips. So some of those I incorporated in the hats that I sent Amber. So when you watch the video and you see the hats, I just either just did whatever I wanted, or I had a stitch that I learned from that crochet along. Okay, the next one I have is the Chevron accent shawl, and that's by the Stout of the Stout Stitch podcast. I will link his channel below. He just released a new shawl pattern, well, a shawl pattern, and it has this really beautiful chevron design at the bottom, and it was really fun to make, and I like how it came out and everything. Directions were clear, so great pattern, Zach. The yarn that I used is this Cotton Kings Twirl, and it's color 6, and it's a number 2, but I would say it's a number 1. And yeah, I was kind of hoping to see more of the color on it, like, because it goes from like dark to like lighter, and I got through the pattern and everything like that, and I didn't use too much of my yarn. And that's because I used a different kind of yarn that was specified in the pattern. So the next one that I make, I'm going to make with worsted or DK instead of like thread. But this is it's a nice yarn. I thought it was really fun to work with, and I liked the color gradient. Like, you can kind of see a little bit of the, see how there's a little bit of the dark purple added in, and they just add in a string at a time of the color in there. So yeah, I probably have enough for like another chevron cowl shawl if I wanted to. It's about the size of a cowl, the one that I made, because I used thinner yarn. That's why I keep on saying cowl instead of shawl, because it's a shawl. All right, so link will be below for that. The next one that I made is the Beach Vibes bag. I'll show a picture here because it's upstairs in my daughter's room. We use that for her dance stuff. So the Beach Vibes bag is by Nicole at Rabe Creations. She also has a podcast as well, so please go check her out. She has a bunch of patterns, an Etsy shop. She's got a lot of really cool things. Please go check her out. And the yarn that I used for that is Sunset Dream by Karen Cotton Cake. And I really enjoyed making the pattern. It was super fast and fun, and yeah, I could totally make it again. It was great. So good job, Nicole. I loved it. Next one is an amigurumi. It's kind of more like a stuffed animal, like a big stuffed animal than a little ami. But so this is Cory, the giant bunny, and I don't know how to say the name correctly, so I'll have to put it below. And the yarn that I used is Raspberry Surprise. Okay, I keep looking down because I have little notes down there, and I keep looking over here to make sure that I'm on the screen. So if you see me like darting around with my eyes, that's just why. I got this yarn on clearance from Hobby Lobby when they were doing their clearance, which I heard that they have like more clearance yarn now. I do not need any yarn. I gotta use what I got. Even though latte cakes just came out. Again. The struggle is real. Anyway, okay. So when I got the yarn from Hobby Lobby, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to make this bunny because it was just so adorable. And I found some fleece remnant, so that's what I put on inside of the ear. It has the fleece, and then I used the glittery safety eyes right here. And as you can see, I'm still kind of trying to perfect. I'll never be perfect, but I should have went over and just done like a line to make it more clean of a line. But it's for me, so I think it's sweet and I love it. I put little weights on the feet. So yep, they're nice and it's kind of heavy. For the tail, I held a piece of the Raspberry Surprise and some Lion Brand Fun Fur. I think this is called Tropical. And I did like a half circle basically. And then I just attached it. The pattern wants you to do like a pom-pom. So like one where you wrap it and then cut it, kind of pom-pom. Well, I wanted something a little bit different where it was more like poofiness. If that makes any sense. So that's what I did for the little tail. Okay. I love this. This is so cute. Oh, and I added little eyelashes too. So this is a free pattern on Ravelry. I will link it below if you want to go check it out. So yes. Awesome. Put her there. The next one I got the privilege of testing for Angelia at the little Zinnia patch. And this is Fletcher the fox. I am so happy how he came out. Here's his cool little tail. Little, it's big. Big tail. He's got great little legs here. Belly. Face, ears. So cute. Love him. And I used Red Heart Super Saver Black. And then I used Impeccable Pumpkin for the red orangish. And Impeccable for the belly and the nose. And then just regular like safety eyes. And then I have like safety noses. So yeah. He is a she and is my daughter's actually. So I made Fletcher and my kids started to fight over it. And I told my daughter that she could have it. Reason being is she just started kindergarten this year. Our mascot for school is the foxes. So she said, because I'm becoming a fox this year, don't you think I should have a fox? And I said, of course you can. Here you go. I go, now his name is Fletcher. And she goes, oh no. I go, oh, okay. Well, let's give him a name then. She goes, well, it's a she. And I want her name to be Phoebe. Because at first I was telling her, you know, you got to pick something with an F to kind of, you know, F for fox. She goes, okay, Phoebe. And I'm like, I didn't have the heart to tell her that Phoebe starts with a P. But, so it's Phoebe with an F. Yeah, so Angelia also has a podcast. So I will leave the link for her below and the pattern. Okay, so Fletcher the fox, adorable. Her patterns are so great and easy to do. I totally recommend them. So yes, good job, Angelia. The next thing is I actually made for the 4th of July to wear on the 4th of July. And I wanted something patriotic. I had gotten some cotton Pantons Grace, and it's 100% cotton. I received that from Jeanette, and so thank you so much. I think it's Janet or Jeanette. I'm not sure on how to pronounce her name, so I hope I said it right, and know that so give you a big hug. Thank you. And so I used red, white, and blue for that, and I striped it, and then I added the blue. and I followed Randi from Randi's Ramblings. So this is the third time filming this. I said it right the first 2 times, and now I'm saying it wrong. I think she's used to it though. She's so great. Please go check her out. She's got a channel and she's got a tutorial for the Rosie wrap. So I just stitched on some stars, and yeah, so that's what I wore for the 4th of July. Alrighty. The next thing, it was my mom's birthday, so I got her a gift card for Netflix, but I'm a maker, so I gotta make her something. So I made her a little cozy set, so a little cup cozy set, and I kind of took patterns from a couple different things and made it, so I don't have like really a pattern to link. So, but I'll show you the picture that I used right here, and it was really fun. So yes, I've also been pattern testing for someone, for Rell actually, and she said that I could show it, and I don't have it with me right now. It's in the other room. My kids are upstairs. I'm not leaving this room if they're leaving me alone. If they're leaving me alone, I'm not leaving, because they're playing with Play-Doh right now, so I'm just gonna let that go. But yes, maybe next podcast I will show that. Let's see what else. I have a couple of whips going on. So like I said, my daughter is in dance, so I need something to work on while she is dancing. And I need something mindless, so I am making a Chevron granny cowl. Okay, it's gonna be kind of big, and this is with, isn't it 70? I'm sorry, 90% acrylic, 10% alpaca. Okay, and this is Proud Popover, the colorway, and it's by Yarnie and Delish Boutique. So kind of see. Okay. And I actually got that from Summer, from Summer's Tips and Stitches. I believe I got that for my birthday. So yeah, I've been working on that, and the pattern is from ZEENS and Roger. So I will link that below too. Go check it out. It is, I love it. I love it. I'm gonna make some in some cowls and give them away as Christmas gifts, I think. Well, you know, you don't want to say just Christmas, but what do you want to say? As gifts to the teachers at the school. Okay, the other thing that I've been working on is squares from the Unraveled mitten. I also don't have that with me, and I don't have a picture of it, but know that I am doing it. One of them I don't want to show at all because I'm so embarrassed. And that's the double crochet corner to corner. Oh my gosh, I thought I was doing like a really good job, and then I was like, man, this is Willy Wonka, like nobody's business. So I'm gonna have to decide what to do with that one. And then the next one that I did turned out really great, and now I'm doing this, which I don't remember, the 15th. I don't remember the 15th square. The 16th is the V-stitch. So that one's coming along great, and I'm working on that. I'm about halfway or a quarter. I don't know. I'm working on it. So the other thing that I've been doing is I've been dyeing some yarn. So if you've been watching this podcast for a long time, you know that I really do like dyeing yarn a lot. And I haven't gotten a chance to really do it. So I had this thought that I wanted to do this certain technique where you tie the hank, you tie it, and then you dip it into the, I believe it's called kettle dyeing, into a solid color. When it's done setting, you untie it, and then you add the colors, and then heat set it, okay? And so that's what I did. I did one pink one and one teal one. So this is what I came up with. So awesome. I love it. Okay. Just making sure camera was on. I was like, oh no. Okay, so I used fuchsia. It's like hot fuchsia. And then what I did is I went in and had like a sponge brush basically, and then added the colors in that way. So this is the second one that I did. Okay. The first one you can kind of tell because some of the colors I feel like they got kind of muddy. But see, you can see the little bit of white popping through, which I wanted a little bit of white, not as much white, but that's okay. You know, I'm not a pro at this. I'm just doing this because it's fun. I have the stuff to do it, so I might as well do it. All right. It is with acid dye. Okay, so I do have a pot that is just for that, and all my tools and everything is just for that. So here's the first one that I did. Now you can tell this is the first one I did because it's a little bit, I don't want to say rushed, but so that's like the muddy part. And then you go like this way, and you can kind of see where I added in the colors and everything. Okay. So you can see the nice orange, yellow, green, the blue, purple, and you can kind of see where it got splotchy. That's okay. I'm not a pro, but I love this. I don't have a name for it. I'm the worst at names, honestly. I really am. I'm the worst. It should be called like Meanwhile in the Shower or something, because I was in the shower when I like thought about it. Whoops. But yeah, so oh my gosh. Oof. These are awesome, and they're sparkly. I used, and I don't have it with me, I used Knit Picks. I wanted to say Knit Crate. That's not right. Knit Picks, Stellina. There's Stellina in it. Oh, let me see if I can find it. Here we go. I found it. So I used Knit Picks Stroll Glimmer Bear. It's 70% fine superwash merino wool, 25% nylon, and 5% stellina. That's why I was saying stellina. Couldn't get it out of my head. So yeah, that was one of the first ones that I did that way. Okay. All right. Second one is my second favorite color is teal. So I did some teal ones, and this one I added the color differently. Instead of rainbow, I decided to do speckle. So the dye was in dry powder form when I added it to it, the yarn. And of course, I'm not showing you, so you can kind of see. And you can see the sparkle, hopefully. I can't tell from here, and I'm so sorry. And then it has the teal on there. Okay, so there's that one. And then the second one is very similar. What's this? Okay. And what I need to remember is when I do the speckling, a little bit goes a long way. I barely had any on the little stick that I was using because I dip it into the dry dye powder, and then I take it out like this, so there's barely any, it's just like dust on there, okay? And then I turn it like this, and then I just tap it, and the excess that was on there just goes on there and like speckles it. But sometimes I get excited and I'm like, more, because I don't know, it's fun doing it, so I like doing that. So there we go. Again, I have no name for anything. Yeah, I was having a lot of fun. You know when you get inspiration and you're just like, oh my gosh, I have to do it now. That's what I did. I just got everything set up and I just started doing it. It was a lot of fun. So yes, that is what I did. Look at, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this one is not tied that much. They're pretty loosely. Twirled. How do you want to say it? Whatever. This one I actually dyed a while ago and I have not gotten to show you. And I was inspired by Tangled, the movie Tangled. It's Rapunzel. She is sitting in this boat and there's floating lanterns in the scene. So that's what it reminded me of. Okay, so you can kind of see the little bit of... So now this I did basically the same way. I started with highly saturated dye, and I put rubber bands actually on the yarn so that it didn't go through all the way. And then I went in and added yellow to it, which when you're dealing with purple yarn and then adding yellow to it, you have to be really careful because it will go brown on you, unless that's what you want, and that's fine too. You know, whatever you want to do. But so there we go. Ooh, look at the sparkle. This makes me so happy. I think I know who I'm gonna give this to. I don't want to say though. I hope it's a surprise. I want it to be a surprise. But yeah, I just thought, I mean, look at the yellow that's on there. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but that's actually a pretty cool. I think that turned out like exactly what I wanted it to be. And it's neat because there's like this little bits of pink. You could even say it's like purple if you want to. And then it's just these little pops of yellow on it. So yes, pretty. Let's see that one. Ooh, so pretty. So that is what I have been working on. So yeah, that concludes the yarn talk portion of this video. Next I'll go into some personal things that have been going on, and yeah, so if you're done, that's okay, I understand. And if you're staying with me, great. So I had something kind of bad happen, and I had a couple of really good things happen. So good things is that my daughter just started kindergarten, like I said, and my other daughter, she started 2nd grade, which is crazy. My son Liam was potty trained, so yay. He's 3, so he won't be going to preschool until next year. And I'm back at work, so I'm really busy with that and home. And Joe's garden is beautiful. So if you guys want to see another video of Joe's garden, just let me know. Last year I did one. So just let me know about that and I'll add that on. He'll be happy to show off his beautiful work. And we did have something sad happen. So like I said, I've done this video 3 times, so I think I've gotten all the emotions out and everything like that, so I feel a little bit better talking. But a couple of weeks ago, I found our family dog, Oscar. I've talked about him before. He actually had passed. It was a pretty sad moment for our family, and we're still trying to find the, you know, the new normal, I guess you want to say, because we're so used to him. I had him for 15 years. It would be 16 in October, if my math is correct. And yeah, he meant an awful lot to our family. And some advice that I gave my daughters I should take too. You know, take your own advice kind of thing. I told them, I said, you know, most dogs don't last that long. So he must have felt very loved to want to stay with us as long as he did. And so yeah, we were very blessed to have him in our family for as long as we did. And we will miss him a lot. And I know Tracy from Creatively Tracy, she just lost one of her dogs as well, and my heart goes out to you, Tracy. I'm sorry. It's when you lose a pet, it's different. Well, I don't want to say it's different, but you know, it's very, you know, he was a part of our family for so long, and sometimes pets can be the best form of therapy. And thankfully for me, I had crochet to be a crutch while I am dealing with the loss of Oscar. So either while I'm doing this video, this part, I'll add in some pictures, or I'll add it in at the end. So yes, so hopefully he's at peace, and I love him so much. And so that's what's been going on. And yeah, but I don't want to end it on a sad note, but I just want everyone to know that it is okay to show emotions. You know, with being happy is also being sad. There's also, you know, if you want to be mad, there's also mad. You're allowed to have emotions. You're human. Let it happen. Be respectful of yourself and others, and let them have emotions too. It's okay. Like, you know, maybe what the person needs is a good cry. I mean, you know. So I hope that makes sense. And so yes. Anyway, I hope everyone else is doing great. I hope to be back soon with another video, because I really want to show you what I've been working on. And I hope everyone has a great week. And just remember to be nice to each other. And remember to be nice to yourself. And I hope to talk to you soon. Thank you so much for watching.